Stan Gibilisco here. I'm going to do a few more experiments with Windows 10's assistant Cortana. I've played a few snarky games with that thing and discovered that that's an all too common entertainment device, but what is Cortana actually useful for? I read that a number of computer users find Cortana creepy, quote unquote, manifestations of what they call the uncanny valley, where if something gets too human-like, a robot particularly, that people can get creeped out by it. Well, I haven't been the slightest bit creeped out by Cortana. But some people apparently it gets into the uncanny valley. Look that up on Wikipedia. And here's where Cortana can be really useful, is for doing targeted internet searches if you can't type. Now, I'm able to type, but I have just recently discovered, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure this out, that I have rheumatoid arthritis developing in my hands. You can actually see it. And my mother had it, my sister has it, and now at age 63, I've got it. And I've read what medical science can do for it, and it sounds like they'll do what they'll always do. They'll get me hooked on some weird pharmaceuticals whose side effects exceed in destructive power the benefit that they provide. I've already been there. I'm there right now. But getting back to Cortana and my arthritis, just suppose that my arthritis got so bad, it's not likely to, but suppose that it did, or that I was in some injury where I became a paraplegic and could no longer type. This is where Cortana and her counterpart Siri in the Mac operating system really shine. Now, I told Cortana my name in my last session on this Windows 10 toy. So, it says, "What's up, Stan?" It says that in print right now. So it remembers. I powered it down. Here are the top stories for today. U.S. and Russia remain far apart on Syria. That's after after this chemical attack. Maybe I should ask Cortana that. Well, I don't want to get political. I wish that I had Camtasia Studio on this computer so I could actually show you the screen, but I don't think it's a powerful enough computer for that. But it says, "Ask me anything." Let's see. Well, it obviously knows I'm Stan. What are some herbal remedies for rheumatoid,
According to HowStuffWorks.com, while some people may dismiss herbal remedies as quackery, the use of botanicals is well rooted in medical practice. Ancient doctors methodically collected information about herbs and developed well-defined pharmacopoeias to treat a variety of ailments.
That gives me I said herbal so that the speech recognition would work here. That's a problem. Cortana does not always recognize what I say, does not interpret what I say correctly, even though I think my English is pretty good, American English. And it will often cut me off before I'm finished. Like it did just now. Health.howstuffworks.com. Herbal remedies. Let's click on that. And it will usually direct you to a Bing search. Of course, Microsoft likes its own search engine, so it isn't going to Google. Here it goes. And herbal remedies. You know, of course, we usually say herbal remedies, but you know that pharmaceuticals are almost always derived from plants, some animal products too. More than a quarter of all drugs used today contain active ingredients derived from these same ancient plants. And then it will direct you on. It says next, but it doesn't give me any. Now it does. It's kind of slow. Browse safer with Chrome, Google's official web browser. Bing actually allows advertisements of its competitor. That's all right. I already got Chrome on this computer anyhow, so there's no need to. Next. My, but isn't this slow? Herbs, A to C. Alfalfa sprouts, aloe vera. Well, it's going to get into that, but what Cortana will often do is direct you to a web search. Anything I can get started, ask me anything. And then there's a little microphone, and I have to click on that thing to make it turn green. And I don't want it interrupting all my work and all this sort of thing. Ask me anything. Okay, click. What is rheumatoid arthritis?
I found the meaning of the noun rheumatoid arthritis.
Here it is. A chronic progressive disease causing inflammation in the joints. And it's my fingers. I'm already developing some funny looking fingers. And resulting in painful deformity and immobility, especially in the fingers, wrists, feet, and ankles. Well, thank God that it's not the shoulders and things like that, because I like to swim. And they say that exercise helps rheumatoid arthritis a lot. She found the meaning of it. What is the cure for rheumatoid arthritis?
According to MedicineNet.com, there is no cure for RA. The treatment of rheumatoid arthritis optimally involves a combination of patient education, rest and exercise, joint protection, medications, and occasionally surgery.
Well, it's nowhere near that point yet. But I'm a swimmer, and I swim a mile a day, regardless of whether I feel good or not. This morning I was actually in the pool. Cortana, I was actually in the pool at 10 minutes to 6 in the morning. I haven't swum that early since I don't know if I've ever swum that early. I think 6:30 is the record when I was 18. Well, I'm sure Cortana really cares about that. What is the cure for rheumatoid arthritis? Let's see. Cortana, do you know how to swim? It's giving me a web search. How to swim. How to survive the survival swimming course in Army ROTC. Well, I was trained as a beach lifeguard in Brevard County, Florida. I think I could probably survive this survival swimming course in Army ROTC. How to swim. Like I'm going to learn how to swim by watching a video. Oh, give me a break. What do you want to know about Cortana? Well, I think I will find out. But I think that's what Microsoft's Cortana will really prove useful for as it evolves, and the same with Apple's Siri. I believe that for paraplegics and quadriplegics, and I'm using the term literally now, physically challenged people, Cortana will prove invaluable. My dad would probably like Cortana, but I've told him to leave off computers. The guy's 93 years old. I told him, live your life, computers will just get in the way. Don't bother with them anymore, Go out and enjoy your life. And sometimes I think that's what I ought to do instead of sitting here and yammering into an iPad about Windows 10 on a Hewlett-Packard PC. But I'm a nerd. Maybe I should ask that. Let's find out. Are you a nerd?
You want the truth? Well, I can't handle the truth.
What is truth?
Truth is a noun meaning the quality or state of being true.
Now imagine if Jesus had given that answer to Pontius Pilate during the famous interview that took place, and whose anniversary, I guess, is just coming up. Well, I've yammered long enough. Imagine, though, I suppose Pontius Pilate would have said, Jesus, are you a Vulcan? Maybe I should ask that. Are you a Vulcan? It's giving me a web search. Are you a Vulcan? Find out in this accurate test if you are TV's Star Trek Vulcan. Okay, I'll let you go there. Ask Cortana if she is a Vulcan, and in the first hit you'll get, are you a Vulcan? And you can get the quiz and find out for yourself if you are a Vulcan. Cortana can do almost anything. Legendary waffle slicer. Stan Gibilisco signing off. Until I'm completely paralyzed in my hands, and it could happen. So long.